Hi, and welcome to our Retired Nomad Adventures.
I'm Retired Rick.
And I'm Daphne, and today is a first impressions video. So we are in the beautiful town of Cabanas de Tavira, and we are going to share with you our initial thoughts on the town itself. We're going to share some initial costs. We'll take you on a full tour of our Airbnb and even share with you exactly how much that cost.
Let's take that tour now.
All right. Welcome to the tour of our Airbnb. I'm going to start with the cutest thing ever. Look at the key that actually opens the door here. It's an old-fashioned key, and this is really what we use to open the door. So when you first come in, we have this nice big foyer area, and we have 5 doors that will take you through and show you what's behind all of the doors. Well, I guess I should say it's so nice to be able to have this here. There's storage, there's all kinds of games, all kinds of things in here, but when we come in, we can just put our things down. There's a full-length mirror here, so you can check before you go that everything's what it's supposed to be. And I'll start by taking you into the living area. So come on in. One of the things that definitely sold me on this place was the way that, so I always look at the beds and the couches to make sure that the couch looks comfy and that the bed looks like it'll be comfortable. You don't ever know till you get somewhere. This is, we spent we got here late last night, or late yesterday afternoon, so we spent the night here. But this is our first full day, and the couch is super comfortable. And then back here, they even have a table that we can work on, so we can be together if one of us is working on something. We have the table here. There's a small little Juliet balcony there. The fireplace works, and then it's a smart TV, and we've already been able to connect our Fire Stick to it. And so we know, Survivor started last night, so we know we'll be able to watch Survivor today using our Fire Stick. So everything in here has been exceeded our expectations. Even the coffee table is such a nice height that Rick can sit here and he can work and right from the coffee table. So that's great. There's an air conditioning unit here that works beautifully. So that is door number 1. We'll take you now into the kitchen area. So door number 2. Rick said this table reminds him of something he would see at a small little kitchen in Italy or something, but we have another table in here. We've got a refrigerator and a microwave. Something that we loved is that we found we have a coffee press here. Since we've been in England, since we've been in England and Portugal, we've only had instant coffee using the kettle, which is fine, we don't mind. But oh, it was so nice this morning to wake up and have pressed coffee. It was delicious. We have a gas stove, which is wonderful, an oven, and then a washing machine here. Of course, we dry everything by hanging them on the drying racks, and they have drying racks here for us. We have a full balcony here with a chair, with 2 chairs and a table. Not the best to overlook anything, but it is really nice. We sat out here last night and the weather was beautiful. We have, look at this. Nowhere do we go do you get this kind of range of dishes and glassware, and there were even Tupperware containers down there, so when we make food, we don't have to put a plate over a bowl, we can actually put it in a Tupperware container. So really nicely equipped kitchen, we couldn't be happier. Okay, we'll take you through the next door. This is just a storage with some cleaning supplies. Okay, I think I shared with you another time that Rick's love to have as a balcony, and on this place we actually have 3 balconies. I'll show you the next one, but we actually have 3. And my love to have, and I have not had in 3 months, is a bathtub. So in this bathroom, there is a bathtub, which is fantastic. Deep, and it was so nice. So I had a bath last night. There's plenty of storage area on the vanity. There is a toilet here and even a bidet. The shower is great. It's got an overhead rainfall shower plus a handle you can, it doesn't matter. Last night I just got to soak in a luxurious bath. So bathroom is fantastic. And this is not something that's ever necessary for us because it's just the 2 of us, but there is a second bedroom here, which has been so nice to be able to kind of keep some of our stuff out, but also not have it in our way. And then this was a surprise balcony. We didn't even know we had this one, But there is another balcony off of this bedroom. So we have a balcony area here. So if you want to come stay with us, we have an extra bed that even has a balcony for you. And then this Airbnb is really close to a golf course. In fact, you can walk to the golf course from here. And so Rick is in heaven because the owner left a set of golf clubs that he'd be able to use at the golf course. So I know he'll be taking advantage of that. And then you can see these big closets. And in our bedroom, there's the same, but so huge closets, lots of storage. They gave us extra pillows, extra blankets, lots of hangers, but huge storage. Okay, and then our bedroom, you can hear, I don't know if you can hear, but the air conditioning is going. It sounds, it feels really good in here. Again, lots of storage in here. We even have drawers to go along with all the hangers and space that we have. That's really nice. Also lots of storage here in a nice big dresser. The bed last night was fantastic, super comfortable. And then plugs on either side of the bed, which is really nice. And then Rick, oh, and this is the other thing that's fantastic. Rick has his own bathroom, I have my own bathroom. So Rick has his own bathroom over here. So it's just kind of a small vanity, a shower, and then a toilet area. But really nice Airbnb, completely matched the pictures. And I would say that this Airbnb, when we walked into it, felt like you were coming into someone's actual home. And you can really feel that here. So excellent Airbnb so far. So first impressions are super good. So we hope you enjoyed that tour of the Airbnb, and I will share with you now that we received a 30% discount for staying for a month. And as far as Airbnb is concerned, and really as far as we're concerned, a month is 28 days. So we got a 30% discount. So the total cost for our Airbnb was $2,167.83. So that doesn't seem like a bad price.
No, it comes out to $77.42 a night. So not bad. That includes a bathtub, which that Daphne really likes.
Yes.
A balcony, which I really like, and I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and able to eat our meals on the patio makes it it seems extra large. So
it feels like a home. It feels
Yes.
like if we had a condo back home, this would be how it would be set up. Like the couches are super comfortable, the bed is super comfortable. Having the bathtub really honestly makes such a big difference for me. I have the bubble bath, I have the candles going. I feel like every night I've had a bath.
Having the extra room is nice.
Yeah.
You're not stumbling over your luggage that you brought in. You can have clothes dry in the extra room. It's just nice. And if someone wants to come over, we have an extra room.
And that coffee press.
That's the one thing we're buying when we get home. It's just so nice, and it's something simple.
What a simple thing to have in an
it's-
Airbnb. Like you think like that's not expensive, and wow, it has really made a difference. So our coffee has really perked us up in the mornings now. Okay, how about location? So what do you think about our location? So
well, it's close to everything. We're close to a grocery store, just right around the corner. There's also a grocery store less than a 15-minute walk from here. The golf course is right across the street. I can get my steps in while I walk the golf course, so that's nice.
but you don't get your steps in going to the golf course.
No,
So that it is really
not at
like the golf course is literally
Really,
across the street.
It
And so
really is.
he does come home with like 18,000 steps because he walks
Because
the
I
course.
walk the course.
Yeah,
so.
then the train
A train station is less than a 5-minute walk. I mean, it's super easy.
When we first arrived here, we arrived here by train, and so they asked us to message the host when we were about an hour away. So when we were on the train, we messaged her and we said, our train is arriving, it looks like on time. We're supposed to arrive at 1:47, and she said, okay, great, I'll see you at the Airbnb at 2. And we thought, oh, okay, we didn't, we were pulling our luggage, we didn't exactly know where we were at, and I think the train came in 3 minutes late, and we met her right on the dot at 2. So that's how close we are to the train station. So I love that. And at that train station, like it's a regional train. Is
Right.
it regional? It's a local train. So you can get anywhere in the Algarve without having to change trains. and then if you want to go somewhere farther, like we're going to take the train to Lisbon for our next Airbnb from here, and we do have to make a change. Maybe in the Algarve you still may have to make a change in Faro. Like we went to Faro, but we didn't change the train.
No.
But you can get anywhere in Portugal with a changeover at the Faro train station. So super
this
easy.
train is what we took from from Portimao. So we took the train. We didn't have to change at all, which was nice. And that trip was about 2.5 hours. So and it wasn't bad at all. It was nice. It was super easy.
Okay, so then here's a little lesson that we had to learn. So we thought originally when we were booking this Airbnb, I thought that I was booking us in Tavira, and then a few months after, I don't know what caused me to realize that actually so it's called Cabanas de Tavira, and Tavira is different than Cabanas de Tavira. So it's like a 4-minute train ride over to Tavira from Cabanas de Tavira. And then we are actually staying in another little town called Conceição. And so Conceição is just back from Cabanas de Tavira. So Cabanas de Tavira is has a waterfront area. We're just a little bit back from that, and then Tavira is slightly farther down. And I would say Tavira is more definitely a bigger city, has a lot more things. It's larger, it's more historical. There's the Roman bridge, there's old churches, there's a castle. It has a cobblestone streets. It's like a very traditional feeling Portuguese town. So that's Tavira.
And this is kind of the same thing,
but
on
a smaller scale. And I would say down by the boardwalk, by the waterfront, it's very much like that. But then as you come back into Conceição, which is where we're at, there's a lot more condos. It's a wonderful holiday location because the weather's so nice. The golf courses are here. And the food is amazing. There is a difference in all of the different locations, and knowing that, I would say that I'm happy that we're in the location we're in, mostly for Rick, because the golf course is so close, and honestly, I don't think you would golf anywhere near as much as you've been golfing if we'd have been even slightly farther away from the golf course. So I'm happy with where we're at, and then having the train station so close opens up the entire Algarve to us.
Yeah, the convenience of the train station, or of the golf course, is really nice. We've been here 2 weeks?
A week and a half.
A week and a half. I've golfed 3 times already. Now about those prices for the high season, to golf this course is €102. So that's kind of steep for me. I'm not used to paying that high a price, and I wouldn't go that much. But you can get a month membership for €150, and then after that, all your golf is €50 per round. And that includes the weekends, anytime. So I've already made my money up, so whenever I go golfing now, that €150 has paid for itself. So it's really worked out good.
And then you were able to buy a glove there.
Yeah, buy a glove, all the stuff I needed, tees, gloves, all that stuff. They have a driving range, so it has everything that I need. They rent clubs there. They even rent shoes if you didn't have shoes. So it's just a really nice golf course to go out on and to have fun. So.
And the people have been really friendly. The ladies in the office have made sure that they've partnered you up with people that they think that you would like. And speaking of that, maybe share a funny story that happened when you were out with the...
Oh my goodness. I was out, I think my second day of golfing. I went out with a group that go out all the time. And the very first hole, this gentleman got up there. He hit his driver. It's a par 4. He hit his driver. And about, 10 feet off of the tee box, a bird flew by at the same time. And his tee shot hit the bird in mid-flight. There was just a puff of feathers. And the bird died. And I've never seen that before. It was...
Shocking. So you've had quite the experience on the course, but they've taken really good care of him to make sure they partner him up with really nice people. Okay, so that's the cost, and the golf course is right there. How about the waterfront area here? So the waterfront area is the real draw, and when you see pictures of Cabanas de Tavira, that's what you're going to see. So there's a little boardwalk area. The beach is not on our side. You take a small boat over to the beach. Right. It takes 5 minutes for the boat to go over to the other side. Right.
And I mean, that could be a downside, it could be an upside, because you have to plan your day. You can't just, you can go over it and then get right back right away. But you pretty much want to stay out there all day and then you come back. So
So
that
it's
is a
charming.
downside. You can't just walk on over there. You have to set time to take a boat over there.
Yeah, yeah. And it makes it very charming because the boat ride's really sweet, but it is a little inconvenient. And the boat ride itself is $3 round trip for 2 people. Takes about 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, and it runs about every 10 minutes. So you can get back and forth
No problem
very
getting back
easily.
and
You just
forth,
have to, you do have to plan for it. And then when we got over to the beach, it was interesting. So you walk across this really pretty little pathway. You get there, there's a restaurant and a bar area and bathroom facilities. You go down, and then there's all kinds of beach chairs all down the beach that you could rent, and they were like 20 euro for the day for 2 chairs and an umbrella. It's a big, wide, super soft sand beach. There's no cliffs or mountains or any of that there. Lots of seashells, though. Beautiful seashells. Now, we're here in September, and so this must have something to do with while we're here, but there were jellyfish like I've never seen all over the beach area, big jellyfish, and they were alive, like they were still moving. So I kept close eyes as we were walking because of the jellyfish. I'm sure that's not like that all the time, but the water was also really nice and warm.
Yeah, water was nice and warm, and it was a nice walk along the beach. So we're gonna end up doing that again, but we just went out there one time just to check it out. But we'll be back to the beach.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, we're gonna take you next week on a day with us, and the beach may be what we end up doing. Okay, and so then grocery stores, that always really matters to us because we are here for a long time. So while we love to eat out, and we'll share that with you, we also love to eat in. And so there is a little grocery store right next to us, 2 minutes walk. Really got everything that we need. The prices might be slightly higher there, but not much.
Yeah, it's worth it to go there to pick up something that you need, and but it's also you can go to the bigger grocery stores and get everything you need.
Well, there's a Spar that's like 10 minutes away, and it's slightly bigger. We've been there a couple of times, and then we've also gone over to Tavira. We've walked one time over to the Pingo Doce.
Right.
And
Ubered back.
And then Ubered back, and then we've also taken the train just into Tavira, done our time there during the day, and then walked over to the Continente that's there, and it's attached to a big mall, and then also Ubered back with our stuff. But I would say, really, we love our little grocery store.
We go there
nice.
more than often.
And there's, so we'll share a photo here of a grocery haul and then the typical prices. But bread is, what would you say? Like $1.99, €1.99?
Yeah, €1.99, €2.
And eggs?
I'm not sure. It's about the same, €2, €1.79, something like that. About the same prices
as it has been.
Yeah.
And then I'll say that our wine that we had a wine that we loved in Portimao, and it was like €2 for this bottle of wine. They have the same bottle of wine here, but it's a little more expensive. So when Rick was golfing, the guys on the golf course told him about these very local wineries that make liter bottles of wine and how inexpensive they were. So we looked for those. So no problem that our favorite wine is a little more expensive, because now we have a new favorite wine. So you can get these liter bottles of wine instead of the regular size bottle of wine. And this is only €1.89. And so they have one white variety and one red variety. We've tried them both and love them both. And so this is our new favorite wine while we're here. Right?
The wine is actually cheaper than the water. So
yeah, you can't even. Yeah. So it's a problem.
That's our excuse.
Also, there's a pharmacy right next door to our grocery store, which has been so nice because I run out of my skincare. And so I heard that it was possible that I might be able to get, so I use tretinoin. And so I was down to just the tiniest little bit of my tretinoin. So my tretinoin is the 1%. So I heard that it was called Ketrel here. So I went in and asked, and so the pharmacist said, yes, they have it. Mine is the 1%. In Portugal, they'll only make the 0.5, but that's okay. But I was nervous when I went in, and so I only got 1 tube because I thought, I just didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna need a prescription, but then after he got it for me, no problem. It was only €5.90 for this. And at home, we had Kaiser insurance. We had great insurance, and we just had $10 copays. So this tube would cost me $10 at Kaiser as a copay. And here, without any insurance, without anything, it was just €5.90. So then, of course, I did go back, and I got more. I may pick up a couple more before we go to have back at home because it's so cost effective here. Okay. So how about you? What are your overall first impressions of Cabanas de Tavira?
It's nice and relaxing. It's not as busy as Portimao or the other places that we've been, but it's relaxing. gives you time to catch up, gives me time to golf. After a round of golf, I'm tired at the end of the day, so it's nice just to go golfing, come home, have dinner, go out to eat, do something, and then we're done for the day. So I like the closeness of the train station. We can go anywhere we want. It's no big deal to either, if we want to get our steps in, we'll walk down to Tavira, or if we need to go grocery shopping and bring back stuff, we'll come back with an Uber or something. So it's really nice. Everything is centrally located, and it's kind of the perfect spot for us.
Yeah, and I feel like the cost has really been a big draw also. So like that Uber back from Tavira is like $5,
Right.
$6, €5. So like $6 for that. I enjoy being able to just go out to eat whenever we want to go out to eat, and we know that, like, so typically, like, let's say we get a couple of drinks, I might have 2 glasses of wine, you might have 2 beers, we may or may not have an appetizer, and then I'll typically have some kind of pasta dish, and you'll have like some kind of fish dish, and the price will always be somewhere from $35 to $45, just depending. And like that's in really beautiful locations, like
and the food is really good,
delicious,
and a lot of food too. So you're not going hungry.
So that feels really nice. The other thing that feels really nice is it feels comfortable here. It sort of feels like home. I think the idea that Rick goes out and he goes golfing, like I've actually gone out to town by myself here. We haven't been alone or apart this whole time. And so Rick going and doing his thing, me doing my thing, kind of feels just like something we would do back at home. Next week I have a tour booked, and on a day that Rick's golfing, so I'm going to go out and do that on my own. So that feels really nice. I think the pace here is really like relaxing and slow.
Yeah.
So I would say if somebody's interested in spending some time in the Algarve, but really decompressing and sort of unplugging, this is the place to do it.
Perfect.
If you're looking for some like
Nightlife.
hot action, this is not going to be the place for you. It really took me a minute to kind of like shift gears from coming from Portimao to here. But A Quiet Escape, this is the place for it.
This is nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, we hope that this video has been helpful. We hope our first impressions have helped you decide if this is some place that you would want to come, or if you have been here, we're curious, how does our impressions line up with your impressions? We also hope that you join us next week. We're going to take you out and about around the town on a typical day with us, and we'll share all the costs with you. We haven't quite decided where we're going to take you yet, but I think the beach maybe. We'll see.
Definitely the beach.
We'll see. Okay. And thank you for joining us on our retired nomad adventures, and we hope to see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.